If you've been following along with the last few videos, you'll know that I found mold in my van and extensive water damage back in June. And it was bad, like really bad. Like, this all has to go bad. I've been living in this van full time for over 4 years now. So I basically lost both my home and my vehicle all at once. And I didn't really share this, but I had loosely planned to be in Europe all summer long. So this kind of threw a wrench in things.
I'm busy.
Anyway, I contacted my original builder, Brett, and together we formulated a plan. The timing of this whole situation was pretty ironic because, as many of you know, I've been on the fence about whether or not I want to continue with van life. I'm currently in my 6th year, and it's honestly just starting to feel a little stale, and I've been caught in a state of indecision for a while now. It's sort of like the universe said, okay, you need help deciding whether or not you're done with van life. So here you go. Here's a massive problem that is going to bring your journey to a halt. Do you want to fight for this life that you have, or choose a new path, like putting down roots? And for me, it was a gut response. I decided to get the van fixed, no matter what. The amount of clothing alone, I have 18 pairs of shoes counted. These dresser drawers here, they're just completely packed. Clothes in these bags, clothes stashed here. More hats. All of these bins over here are rolled clothes. Laundry, more stuff. Like, this is just out of control. All my cushions and the bedding. Never know when you might need a tennis racket. I have so much stuff. It's literally outrageous. Look at how much toilet paper I have. Who has that much toilet paper that even lives in a house? I kind of got it organized. Stuff is stashed everywhere, but like according to department. So the dresser is full of clothes. Here is all clothes. All my camping gear is under the bed. All my like maintenance, car maintenance, first aid stuff is there. More there. Backpacking, kitchen stuff, just all kinds of stuff. I don't know how long the build is gonna take, so just trying to get organized while I'm in here. Just got almost everything out of the van. I have an overwhelming amount of stuff in my life. Holy crap. I need to like really go through and get rid of a lot. But as you can see, the van is pretty empty. I'm gonna take a few video clips just to show you guys like why I'm doing this change. The number one reason is because the flooring obviously got soaked, and when I ripped up some of the flooring, it was like not good. It was not usable. We pretty much have to rip everything up. These pieces are all still really solid, but you can see that it's like starting to crack. This piece here is a little bit loose. Same goes for this other side here. It's just pieces are starting to pull away from the wall a little bit. This here can pretty easily be fixed with just some caulking, but we're actually gonna have to replace this whole piece, this whole cabinet. This will be rebuilt as well, and it's gonna have a slightly slimmer profile and it's gonna extend out a little bit. I thought about getting an induction stove, but after doing some research, I just decided that it would take way too much power. So I think I'm gonna stick with the propane. These little ports here, we're gonna update to USB-C because most of my appliances require USB-C. You can see there's a lot of wear and tear in this corner, a lot of loose pieces. I almost always sit right here to do my work because the table with the Lagoon mount, it just, even if it's over there, it doesn't support the weight very well. You can see how warped it is right now too, oh my gosh. We're up in a high desert environment, so it's like a banana basically. This cabinet here is pretty beat up. You can see a lot of water damage down there. The toilet drawer has really seen better days. I had to rip out the back of this cabinet to access the plumbing because that's where the leak was coming from that caused all the water damage in the flooring. So we're just gonna redo all of this. We're gonna redo the plumbing. We're gonna rebuild this whole cabinet. You can see down here just how dirty this is. This is the area that I cut up to with the saw just to remove whatever wet wood that I could, but it's still, I'm assuming, pretty wet under there once we lift these cabinets up. You can see back here what the wood is supposed to look like because the water didn't quite make it this far. But we're just gonna rip everything out because unfortunately it got wet on this one solid piece and I don't want to risk having any more wet wood kind of covered and potentially causing problems in the future. I just want to rip everything out and have a fresh start. Also, I ordered a new fan, the Max fan. I forget the model, but it's quieter and I'm really excited to swap this one out with the Max fan. We're thinking about making this divider wall have a slimmer profile just to maximize storage space so that I can fit a few more things back here. You guys know I have a lot of stuff, so the more storage space, the better. You can see the water went all the way back to the other side of the van because this is where the fridge is. It's like this whole subfloor is just soaked and it's gotta come up. All right, we're starting to take stuff out. Where's my fridge? Whoa.
What's happening?
The demolition has begun. There's my countertop, toilet drawer. It's where the stove used to be. There's the whole kitchen cabinet, electrical. Forgot to do my dishes.
I don't know if I can save this. I'm just gonna remove it.
Just go for it. Here are the innards of the van so far. The cabinet with the water damage. Pretty much everything is gutted at this point, at least from the bottom up.
Wow, you guys are making progress.
Right?
It is empty. So wild. So many vans.
I know I'm calling past your bedtime. I hope you don't mind me waking you up tonight to find out.
There she goes. There's my old van. So sad. They're all completely full. Bye, van. So here is the workstation for the van. Here's a lot of the stuff from the previous build. We just have set out here. We're hoping to use as much of it as possible. We're gonna do a mahogany subfloor, which is considerably thinner than before.
Now's a good time to try it. I've been hoping maybe we might find a little place that we like, out beyond the patio light.
When you're trying to build a van, but the sunset is popping off. Look at that sky. Ah. So we just came back from bike riding around Mary Lake in Mammoth, and wow, this place is beautiful. And yeah, back in the van. It's starting to come along. Got the cabinet counter mostly framed out, sink counter mostly framed out. The benches, they're a little bit bigger than before, which I'm really stoked on. And all 4 of these batteries is gonna be a huge upgrade. Really excited about that. And we're maximizing the space wherever possible. So there's gonna be even more storage in this van, which I'm really excited about.
Other door in the sink.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Jess, you're doing great.
We got paint rollers, paint brushes. Hitting the road. Bye, Christy.
Bye, Christian.
Just
Bailey. Hi, Bailey. Come here. Oh, hi. This is the supervisor. Hello. Can I steal you? Bailey would like to know why you're on the roof in long sleeve pants and a long sleeve shirt.
In the middle of the summer?
Yes.
I don't know, I officially lost my mind.
We got new cabinetry. I did a little bit of painting today. We're waiting for that to dry. Got the little tripod storage area. I'm not sure if I ever told you all this story, but when I first moved out of my apartment, camping in my car full time was just a summer experiment, after which I figured I'd for sure get another apartment. But September rolled around and I still wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And then I got into what could have easily been a fatal crash. I had just crossed the US-Canada border after a sunrise shoot and veered a little too much to one side on a 3-lane highway. I caught some gravel and turned the wheel, but overcorrected. And next thing I knew, the asphalt was coming straight at my face. I rolled 3 times across the entire width of the highway and landed in a ditch. The door was jammed, but I was able to kick my way out and went running up to the road. Thankfully, no one had been around me, so I didn't hit anyone else. But at least 5 other cars stopped, and 3 of them happened to be doctors on their way to work. Someone called an ambulance, which I refused to see at first because I didn't have health insurance. To which they replied, "Don't worry, ma'am, you're in Canada. It's okay, we aren't going to charge you." By some miracle, I walked away without a single scratch. The Xterra was absolutely totaled, and the Thule rack on top had smashed to pieces. I lost my car, my home, and a lot of my stuff. I could have easily lost my life. I could have hurt someone else. But I didn't. And I am, and always will be, so grateful for that. And there was something else. I realized that I still wanted to live on the road. Losing it made it all very clear. So I bought another Nissan Xterra and I recreated the same exact build. And for 14 months, I went on living out of my SUV before buying this van. It's interesting and also kind of intimidating. Whenever I find myself waiting in indecision for too long, the universe has a funny way of forcing my hand. So this is the workshop, and Brett has all these vans basically for walls surrounding the tables. We've got more vans, so many vans. And currently working on the Wii Boost. It's 110.
I think it's 110.
It is so freaking hot in here. Oh my gosh. 108. We're rocking the buns
Oh yeah.
and the sweat smocks. It's a good look.
Just missing the steam, you know?
Oh, it's seriously a sauna in here. It is ridiculously hot. But we got the new Max Air fan going, and that's definitely helping. Pray for us.
I don't know if you're ready. Can you just push down, like right here? Oh, that's true. What's next?
Post van build limoncello ceremony.
Yeah, glad.
Homemade limoncello.
I'm over here.
No, geez, okay. I'm coming over to you. Cheers.
So ready to go. Brett's just moving her out. Dave's definitely gonna miss being around all these other vans. It's like van central here. Can't wait to give you a full tour. But she is back in business. Thanks to this man.
Hey, come on, we designed it.
Let's hear it.
Geometry, I think is what it's called.
I was no good at geometry, but I was really good at basic math.
Either. So if I can give you these 3 measurements, would you be able to tell me what this measurement is? boy.
No.
Which of these numbers represent A, which one is B, which one is C? C is the longest of the three sides. It's the hypotenuse. It's across the 90-degree angle.